Aloha everybody, Kaiwaza with you. Welcome back to my channel and to a haul video. I know you might, if you saw it, you might remember a couple days ago I mentioned I had been at Savers, and one of the clerks mentioned to someone else that she had 1,000,000 records to bring out, and I kind of hung out for like an hour and a half or so waiting for that to happen, trying to be discreet, but that didn't happen. So I finally thought, I don't want to be one of those creepy people that sort of hangs around forever waiting for something. So I thought, well, I'll come back again another day, because the truth is, you know, most of what I'm really looking for, easy listening records, is not stuff that's going to be taken by people anyway, really. So probably will still be there if I wait a day and come tomorrow, the next day, and see what happens. So I did that. I came back, and I went, actually the day before yesterday was when I went back, and there were tons of records. Now, there were a lot of Christmas records, tons of Christmas records, and there were actually a lot of those Christmas compilation albums, you know, that's like some of the gas stations and different companies put out, and the record companies themselves put out tons of, like, you know, Holiday Magic with the Stars and la 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 la. And I don't get all of those. I have a few of them, but I would, if I had like one of those old-fashioned, you know, console turntables, those big things, and that you could stack up, you know, 5 or 6 records, I would love to have. I would just get all those compilations and just be playing, you know, tons of compilation Christmas albums, because it's kind of nice, you know, a song from this artist, a song from that artist. But because I can't stack up records on my turntable, I tend not to get those kind of records. And I just get, but I do get a lot of Christmas records, just regular Christmas albums. And they had quite a few that I got. So I'm gonna, oh, it's a couple days before Halloween. Look at my shirt, by the way. I actually got this from a candle YouTuber, a candle enthusiast who I really like. But I remember, I'm old enough to remember this as an actual trick-or-treat bag of that design that I used to see when I was a kid. Okay, so let's check out the records that I got. First the Christmas records, and then the other easy listening records. So let's look at the Christmas records first. I should say it wasn't senior discount day because it was Wednesday, so but I did have a coupon on my phone for 20% off. So instead of 30, it was 20% off, so they're a little more than $1, but not much more. First one was this Hawaiian Christmas album, which I actually didn't have, Best of Christmas 1987 from the Honolulu Advertiser. It has a couple of tracks, not all, but there are a couple tracks on here that are only on this album, so I was happy to get that. Sound of Christmas, Three Sons. This is an old album, electronically reprocessed to make it stereo, but I don't have the original anyway, so that was cool. Jim Neighbors. My mother really liked Jim Neighbors. Magic, had to get this one. Magic Disc, Christmas Disco Disc. Haven't listened to it, but had to get it. I got this one a little while ago, How the Grinch Stole Christmas and Other Children's Christmas Songs, but it was the wrong album inside it. I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't check it, and I usually do check them. I didn't that time, and it was the wrong record. But this one was the right one, so yay, happy to have it. Marty Gold Orchestra. This one, I haven't, like I said, I haven't needle dropped, so I have no idea, but what the heck? This is Capitol, a major record company. What is this? Everett McKinley Dirksen at Christmas Time. And you read it, and he's let's see. He is, in his third recording, Senator Everett McKinley Dirksen, the minority leader of the Senate and senator from Illinois. Blah, blah. I mean, just whatever. I don't know. I think he's like doing some narration over these songs. I don't know. We'll see. I was curious. Yeah, I've never heard of this album before. Kate Smith, Oh Come All Ye Faithful. Ray Conniff, Christmas album. He did a few Christmas albums. I didn't have this one. Jackie Gleason, Merry Christmas. I have his other Christmas album. This is another one he did, which I don't have. This one was kind of cute. Organ and Chimes, Christmas. Still in the, a lot of these were still in the plastic, but I usually just take the plastic off. I didn't in this case because I love the sticker. Merry Christmas, $1.99 from JLM. I'm not sure what JLM is, but that's where they bought this, undoubtedly. And I just love the idea of, like, I don't know, you know, coming across this album wherever it was, at a department store or something, and going, oh, look, honey, over 1 hour of music, Christmas, only $1.99, let's get it. We can decorate the tree by it. And there was another one, but I would have gotten this just because I have to hear this. Greatest Christmas Songs of Our Land, played on the American banjo. And then they list Power Pack Records. I have another Christmas Vibes I have from then, so I don't know. Interesting label, but Christmas on the banjo, we gotta have it. And then finally for Christmas, happy to see this one. Never heard of it before, didn't know it existed, like totally new, so that's cool, although it's kind of standard songs. But Pete Wood Singers and Orchestra, Jolly Christmas Songs. This also is composed over 1 hour of music. And it's a gatefold, I don't know why, because the only thing it shows is this nose and the hat, and there's really nothing inside, so I don't know why they made that a gatefold, but they did.
Hello, good people. I'm Edie Gourmet, and you can hear me and many of my friends belting out all the latest tunes. Well, I mean, not exactly the latest, but at the time, they were the latest. Anyway, whatever. You can hear me singing on Moody Mood Music Radio on live365.com. It's a new thing. It's like an online radio station, so you don't like need a radio to listen. I don't exactly understand these things. But anyway, I hope you tune in because I love singing and I just can sing all day long on Moody Mood Music. Won't you join me? The link is below in the description.
Now these other non-Christmas records, I got the easy listening ones for Moody Mood Music. Living Voices Sing Irish Songs. Ferrante and Teicher on Grand Award, themes from Broadway shows. And I picked this up because actually there's quite a few somewhat lesser known songs on this, I think. Harry Belafonte. Bing Crosby and his gang sing song. Wait a minute. Join Bing and a gang song sing along. That's kind of weird. Copies of the lyrics included. I did leave this on because it has a little Woolworth sticker on it. I miss Woolworth. And budget label, had to get it. Beer Barrel Polka. Beer Barrel Piano, rather. Nat King Cole, Dear Lonely Hearts. I don't think I have this one. Ditto, Evening with Belafonte, although I might. I don't know. I have a feeling I might have it. Had to pick this one up. Ken Griffin, or Kirby Griffin. Kirby Griffin at the Hammond organ. I love the Hammond organ because that's like, you know, jazzy stuff. Budget label, Winecoat, Chim Chim Cheree, and other award-winning songs by the Cheltenham Orchestra and Chorus. Cheltenham, by the way, not in England. You would think so. Well, I'm sure there is one in England, but this one is New Jersey. And it's named after the town close to Philadelphia, I guess, where Winecoat Records was located. And they had to make up a name for their fake orchestra. And they decided on Cheltenham. Budget label, Winecoat. Another budget label, guest star, The Port of Love, Julius La Rosa and the Metropolitan Strings. Probably like 2 songs from him and then a bunch of instrumentals. Excited to find this one. I have a few of theirs and didn't have this one. Castaway Strings play the Andy Williams songbook. I know that might be an odd thing to be excited about, but I am. And finally, Walt Disney for me. This is for me because I had this record as a kid and used to play it a lot, and it has Marnie Nixon on it. And I want to hear it again. it. So yeah, I should say, as far as the Christmas music goes, I'm kind of in the mood, I think, this year to start Christmas music on Moody Mood Music radio station a little bit earlier than usual. I'm sort of a traditionalist in that way, that I normally wait until like the day after Thanksgiving before you start playing Christmas music. But I know that's very antiquated right now, that approach, because it seems like in a lot of retail places and many places, it's like Christmas begins sort of the day after Halloween. You know, it seems to be officially open season. And I've not exactly crazy about that, but it's okay. You know, I'm kind of used to it. And I thought, I do like listening to Christmas music off and on. And I thought, really, maybe after Halloween, maybe I will just play like 1 or 2 songs an hour on the station, Christmas music, before we hit it heavy at Thanksgiving time. But, and also because, as far as Christmas music goes on the radio station, I have uploaded tons of it, but I've also made it a point to upload a lot of songs, not only the standards, but a lot of songs that you wouldn't have heard before, things that were like one-offs that were written for a specific album. And, you know, a lot of the Christmas albums, especially by the stars, will have, you know, 5 or 6 or 7 like standard Christmas songs, and then they'll have 2 or 3 original things written for them for the album. And most of the time they didn't really catch on, and they weren't like things that other people recorded or covered or whatever. They're just like, there's that one version of it and that's kind of it. But I love those, and I think there's a lot of really beautiful Christmas music that were one-off songs written as, you know, just for an album. And I program a lot of that onto the station because I love the standards as much as anybody, but I'm sure we get tired of hearing Jingle Bells 6,000 times and love to hear some other songs as well. So again, you know, if I program a little bit of Christmas music, a little bit of earlier, I think it's kind of good in the way that it gives people an opportunity to hear more of those songs that they probably have never heard before, or heard once somewhere 30 years ago, like never heard it again. So yeah, that's my thought process. Anyway, so give the video a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe if you want to see more, or comment please if you have any of these albums or any comments or thoughts about them, or about Christmas music before Thanksgiving in tiny quantities. Thanks. We'll talk to you in the next video.